Two kinds of hero exist right now. One is handed the world, and one bleeds to take it. What I need to show you is what got lost, and what somebody else built from the wreckage. Somewhere in Japan, there is a platform that hosts over 1 million stories, and 1 billion people read it every single month. Nearly all of those stories say the same thing to you. You don't have to try, because you were already chosen. Across the sea, there is a different answer. Carved in lightning, written in broken bone. That answer says the universe does not care that you exist. You must prove it wrong, or it will erase you. Here is the machine. A man dies in Japan, tired and overworked and forgotten by a system that used him up. And then a god apologizes to him personally, hands him a power, and the whole world bows. That is the loop. That is the entire engine. We call it Isekai, another world. But watch what it actually sells. Not power, permission. Permission to stop trying. Sociologists have a name for this structure. They call it the customer service fantasy. In this framework, the universe does not challenge the protagonist. It caters to them. The protagonist is not a hero. They are a disgruntled consumer receiving compensation for a cosmic clerical error. And the new world runs on retail appeasement. The complaint has already been filed. The refund is already guaranteed. You never once have to ask yourself if you earned it. In Isekai Smartphone, a god kills the protagonist by accident, and the punishment for that accident is every magical skill in the world handed over instantly. In Sword Art Online, 10,000 players get trapped in a virtual death game, but watch what the story actually rewards. The player who was already the best before he ever arrived. The status screen didn't level him up. It just confirmed what the universe had already decided for him. And my unique skill makes me OP, even at level 1. The title describes the entire story, and there is nothing left to explain. In that time I got reincarnated as a slime. The protagonist absorbs every power he touches. Meets a threat, swallows it whole. In every one of these worlds, the universe behaves like a customer service representative. The protagonist is the VIP. The complaint has already been filed. The refund is already guaranteed. None of this is an accident of bad writing. Shousetsuka ni Naro, the platform where most of this content originates, launched in 2004, and by December 2022, it was pulling over 1 billion page views every month, hosting more than 1 million individual works, and ranking as the third most popular arts and entertainment site in all of Japan. It outranks Instagram. It outranks Facebook. Publishers don't guess what the audience wants. They mine this platform's rankings and greenlight only what already proved frictionless. The platform becomes the market research department. The unpaid amateur writer becomes the test subject. The publisher keeps the profit. The algorithm decided what kind of hero Japan would mass produce. And there is a reason why Japan built this machine. 30 years of economic stagnation hollowed out the traditional deal. Work hard, earn security. And what replaced it were black companies, predatory employers who took everything and gave nothing back. Some workers died at their desks. The Japanese call it karoshi, death by overwork. When you live inside a system where effort leads straight to exploitation, a story where effort leads to greatness stops being inspiring. It just sounds like another lie from the machine that already broke you. Now, welcome to Donghua. Welcome to cultivation. Welcome to a world where the universe is not sorry. The Chinese cultivation story does not begin with a gift. It begins with a wound. Young Kai begins Martial Peak as a sweeper, the lowest rank in a martial sect, born with broken meridians. And 3 years pass without a single level up, without a cheat code, with nothing but a broom. Daily beatings from fellow disciples come and go, and he does not quit. A mysterious black book watches him from where it sits on the ground. It does not move. It waits to see if he will break. Only after he refuses does the book give him anything. The artifact did not choose him because he was special. It chose him because he refused to be nothing. Zen Law loses everything in a single night in apotheosis. Father murdered, title stripped, made into a slave and used as a training dummy for 2 full years. Every hit he absorbs teaches his body something new. The growth does not happen despite the pain. It happens because of it. The path costs what it costs. The universe does not negotiate the price. This is the heavenly tribulation. The universe sends lightning, fire, wind, and it sends them to kill the cultivator before they can transcend their mortal limits. Why? Because in this cosmology, reaching beyond what heaven allows is theft. You are stealing life from the cosmos itself. and the cosmos will fight back. This is not a new idea. Buddhist theology described the three calamities that destroy the universe at the end of every great cosmic cycle: fire, water, wind, documented formally by scholars in 688 CE. The great monkey Sun Wukong spent centuries learning to survive the tribulations heaven sent to execute him every 500 years. Modern Donghua did not invent this fury, it inherited it. To level up in cultivation is not a celebration. It is a fight for your right to still exist. These stories are not entertainment. They are diagnostic reports, telling you exactly what a society believes about effort. Japan has had 30 years of near-zero economic growth, a generation that works hard, obeys the rules, and ends up with less than their parents had. And the dominant cultural response to that reality is fiction, where effort is irrelevant. We already know the assembly line. We already know the Naru model. But now, that model has been financialized. The unpaid amateur writer remains the test subject. The publisher keeps the profit. The algorithm decided what kind of hero Japan would mass produce, and the market responded. China's experience runs the opposite direction. Explosive growth, hundreds of millions lifted from poverty, but in its wake, a crushing zero-sum competition. There is a work schedule called 996, 9 in the morning to 9 at night, 6 days a week. And the culture it produces has a name too. Sociologists call it Nei Huan, involution. More effort, more complexity, no real progress, just the grinding wheels spinning faster. Millions of graduates compete for the same jobs, the way cultivation disciples compete for the same medicinal pills. The massive hierarchical sect in every xianxia novel is not a fantasy location. It is a mirror of the modern Chinese corporation. The hero who slaughters his way to the top of that sect is not escaping the system. He is winning it. Japan built a machine that sells permission. China built a mirror that demands proof. October 3rd, 2025, a publisher called Overlap completed its initial public offering on the Tokyo Stock Exchange growth market. Overlap built its entire business on narrow-sourced isekai, frictionless protagonists, apologetic gods, status screens at zero cost. Wish fulfillment escapism is no longer a subculture, no longer a trend, no longer a literary argument. It is a publicly traded financial powerhouse. The machine that sells permission to stop trying is now listed on a stock exchange. So here's the question these two genres are actually asking. What does a person owe the world before they earn the right to be called great? The isekai answer? Nothing. You already paid. The world owes you. The cultivation answer? Everything. And the world will try to take it back. Both answers come from real pain. That is the part that should stay with you. But you deserve the full picture. There are isekai that broke the machine from inside. In ReZero, Subaru cannot die peacefully. He loops back to a checkpoint, but carries every memory of every death, every betrayal, every person he watched die because he was not good enough. And he cannot tell anyone. He carries it alone. Every step forward gets paid for in psychological destruction. In Mushoku Tensei, Rudius is reincarnated not as a blank slate, but as his full, broken self. A 34-year-old shut-in whose failures follow him into a new life, where his magical talent cannot save him from grief, from physical loss, from the slow, grinding work of learning to be a functioning person. These two works are not exceptions that disprove the rule. They prove it. The most powerful isekai stories are the ones that put the friction back. So let me leave you with one question. Not which genre is better. Not which culture is right. Which story is yours? Are you waiting for the portal to open and the crown to fall? Or are you standing in the rain, meridians cracked, waiting for the sky to give you its worst? Neither answer is wrong. Both come from somewhere real. But only one of them ends with you earning the thing you become.